everyone, this is a review of 18 currently available Scentsy Bar wax melts from May 2021. I got these Scentsy wax melts from Wendy Harmon, Harmon. She's a Scentsy Essential Consultant. That's Essential. Essential Consultant from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Wendy provides great customer service, and I actually found that to be the case myself personally. She was very accommodating, answered all my questions. Fantastic service, got back to me right away. She is authentic, she's honest. She says she signed up to be a Scentsy consultant because she truly enjoys the product. And this is what she goes on to say. Scentsy puts out an awesome line of products. Their warmers are top-notch quality, and their designs act as much as home decor as they do a fragrance delivery system. Their fragrances are believable, authentic, yummy, and at any given time there are over 80 to choose from. Ask me about my favorites and let me help you discover yours. And that is what Wendy Harmon says as a Scentsy consultant. Wendy's Scentsy page is scentbirdie.scentsy.us. And that's spelled SCENT, B as in boy, IRD as in David, IE.scentsy.us. And I believe she chose that name because she is an avid bird watcher. That's one of her hobbies. She can also be found on Facebook at facebook.com/ScentBirdie by Wendy. And that is SCENTBIRDIE by Wendy. So I will get started on each scent. If you've never seen my reviews before, I don't actually look at the scent notes until after I've done the review because I don't want to be swayed by what I think the scent should smell like. So we will start with Almond Croissant. And the notes are: a fresh baked croissant is made even more heavenly with cinnamon sugar and an infusion of almond. This, oh gosh, I can actually smell this right through the clamshell. It smells so good. This is an incredibly yummy sweet almond bakery scent with a little bit of a bready note. It's sweet and rich, but not overly sweet due to the bready note. I love this scent. Looking at the notes, I guess I do detect a smidgen of cinnamon, but it's barely noticeable. The scent did start dissipating at around 2 hours and was almost completely gone within 3 hours, but that's okay because I usually get bored with the same scent after about 3 hours anyway. Throw is very strong, like a 4 out of 5. So this one is definitely a winner. And I'm sure I used a standard 20-watt warmer, but if you used a warmer that's a little bit less warm, like maybe a 15-watt or 16-watt, it might not throw quite as well, but it'll probably last a little bit longer. So that's kind of a good way to maybe extend the duration of the scent. Next we have Be Fabulous, and the notes are: bright limoncello sparkles against a splash of ruby grapefruit and sweet sugared musk. This is fantastic fruity scent that on cold sniff is like 40% orange, 30% plum or blackberry, 20% lemon, 10% raspberry. When melted, however, it's basically a blackberry lemonade type scent where lemon is the dominant note, but it's also rich and fruity but not overly sweet. Looking at the notes, I don't smell grapefruit as that would be bitter, and there's no bitterness in this scent, and I don't detect any perfumey notes either like the musk. I love this scent, and the throw is strong, like a 3.5 out of 5 would do well in a medium to a large room. Next is Berry Bright, and the notes are: blue raspberry and fresh clementine light the way to sweet sugar plum. This is a fantastic, super sweet, super fruity scent with fake fruity notes, in a good way, of blueberry, raspberry, and maybe blackberry, along with a toothachingly sweet sponge sugar or even cotton candy note. I adore this scent. Looking at the notes, clementine is basically orange, and yes, I do smell that in here as well, but it's a bit more in the background, and the throw is very strong, like a 4 out of 5. This one is absolutely a keeper. Cloudberry Dreams. Notes. Oh, I can smell this one through the clamshell too. Notes are sweet raspberry and a whisper of rose soar through billowy bursts of peach and vanilla. This might be one of the best fruity scents I've ever smelled. And we've had some people in our Facebook group discuss this scent specifically, Cloudberry Dreams, and everyone seems to love this one. It smells to me like red currant. Currant has a woodsy, soapy, slightly tart note, plus raspberry. So it's fruity but a little tart with a soapy note, a hint of freshness, a little bit of a creamy note that makes it smell kind of like fruit-scented body lotion. In fact, I'm pretty sure I used to have a body lotion that smelled just like this. Looking at the notes, I don't smell peach. Like I said, I adore this scent, and a scent with the words cloud and dreams sounds like it would be a mild thrower, and I assume that would be the case, but that is not the case here. It is crazy strong. The throw is 5 out of 5, took over the entire house. It's bold, and it lasted about 7 hours, which is actually very good. Probably would have gone a little longer, but I had to change it out because it was the end of the night. Next is Coastal Sunset, and notes are that one smells good too. Creamy coconut and sandalwood set the scene for warm amethyst amber. I smell coconut, light wood, and possibly a floral in the background. Melted, the coconut is stronger and I don't detect the floral. It's a soft coconut rather than a tropical coconut. There's no pineapple or fruity notes. There could be a smidgen of lavender way in the background, although that could be the sandalwood. It's just a little bit sweet with a tiny bit of a waxy note, but not in a bad way at all. It's a nice relaxing coconut scent. And this throw is strong, like a 3.5 out of 5. Next is Here Comes the Sunflowers. Sunflowers. Notes are sun-kissed petals and fruity musk celebrate all things spring with a sweet pop of strawberry. This is a fantastic fruity floral, but I can't figure out the fruit. Maybe a combination of apple and blackberry with a smidgen of peach and or pineapple. It's a fantastic scent, rich and very sweet and much more fruity than floral. Looking at the notes, strawberry, I'm not sure. I guess it could be in there, although I do smell other fruits. This scent started dissipating at around 3 hours, and this throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. So I really, really like that one. Next we have Inhale, Exhale, and the notes are search for inner peace with salted citrus, calming freesia, and solar woods. With this one, I could not figure out what I was smelling. It's a very fresh, watery scent, and I thought I detected a hint of garden mint, but I'm not sure. It has a very natural, almost dirt note, like a potting soil, but not in a bad way, just a tiny bit. On cold sniff, although that dissipates when melted, and maybe some kind of herbs or a grassy note, probably more grassy. It's just a tiny bit sweet and actually a little bitter. When melted, it has a tiny bit of a bug spray note, but not that bad. I don't know, I'm not really a fan of this one. Maybe if it mixed it with something a little sweeter, maybe a floral, it probably would smell great. The throw on this one is medium, like a 3 out of 5, would do well in a small to medium-sized room. Next is Lilacs and Violets. And the notes are perfect combination of lilacs and violets, the smell of spring. If you're like me and you love the scent of lilacs, this scent does not disappoint. It is lilac. I don't really smell any other florals like violet. The lilac is sweeter and softer than most lilac scents with a little bit of a soapy note, but it's not really a lilac soap or perfumey lilac scent. I really like this one, and the throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. So again, fantastic scent if you like florals. Next is My Hero. Notes are cool citrus and white birch ride a current of crisp air. This is a nice warm masculine scent that smells like men's cologne with a smoky, even slightly ashy, in a good way type note with a soapy note and just a hint of floral. On cold sniff, I also detect a smidgen of lime, but I don't smell that when melting. It is a nice scent, and the throw is strong. No, the throw is like a medium, like a 3 out of 5, would do well in a small to medium-sized room. Next is Now and Zen. Notes are Sunny grapefruit balances calming chamomile in a yin and yang kind of love story. This is a fresh scent that smells a bit like body wash, but it's not a cologne type scent. It has a peppery note. I think there's a tiny bit of apple and possibly a barely detectable smidge of mint way in the background, but when melted, I don't detect either. And it takes on a tiny bit of a lemony note as well as a bit of a sweet floral note with a smidgen of neroli, which I love. Looking at the notes, I don't detect grapefruit at all, which would make this scent a little bitter, although maybe that is the peppery note I detect. Chamomile is a scent that doesn't actually smell like tea, but chamomile is a sweet apple-like herbaceous scent. So maybe that's why I detected the tiny bit of apple on cold sniff. This is a very nice, pleasant, clean scent that would work well anywhere in the house. And after a few hours, it smelled even better, if that could be possible. I love this one. The throw is very strong, 4 out of 5, so Now and Zen is a winner for me. Next we have Paradise Punch. Notes are a medley of wild Indian orange and sunny lemon juice, acai berries, and starfruit. This is a fake orange, not in a bad way, with a bit of lemon and a very slightly sour, maybe waxy note that gives it a tiny bit of a tropical vibe. It's actually quite nice, and the throw is very strong, like a 4 out of 5. Next is Pink Cotton, and the notes are find your fantasy on a cloud of clean cotton swirled with fruity pink berries and vanilla sugar. I thought based on the scent name that this would be a laundry and pink sugar blend, but despite the notes, it's actually not. I smell fruit first, definitely peach, but also a hint of melon. It also has a floral note and just a smidgen of a laundry note, but it's really just more of a peachy, fruity floral. Looking at the notes, I'm not getting any type of berries, and the throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. So, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. For a couple of years, some of the Scentsy scents that I was smelling, the throw was not really good. But it seems like maybe they are starting to improve because I'm finding that most of these are very strong throwers, which I'm like I said, pleasantly surprised. Unless the ones I got before were just old, that's quite possible. Next we have Rainbow Sherbet. And the notes are, it's a classic. Orange zest, sugared strawberry, and key lime zing, just like the real thing. On cold sniff, I smell orange, a hint of lime, and some kind of berry, maybe cherry. It has a little bit of a soda note, but without the fizziness, and a tiny bit of bitterness, but not enough to ruin the scent. That smidgen of bitterness kind of tempers a little bit of the sweetness, so this scent is not overly sweet. It is sweet, but not like tooth-achingly sweet. When melted, however, the scent changes a bit. The bitterness and soda notes disappear, and the cherry note gets stronger. And I don't smell the lime as much. And this scent is indeed sweet when melted, and it's strong. It's a fun, summery scent, and I love it. I wasn't sure how much I'd love it on cold sniff. I liked it, but I really love it melted. Looking at the notes, okay, it's strawberry, not cherry. The cherry I'm smelling is probably the combination of strawberry and lime. Orange is still the strongest note, but the berry note is not far behind. And the throw is bold, 5 out of 5. This one took over the entire house. It's a keeper. Next is Sandswept. And the notes are, blue ocean water breaks on the coastline over sandstone, driftwood, and pink lemon groves. This is a clean, rich floral or perfumey scent with a cologne-y type note. Maybe a smidgen of fruit, possibly pineapple. Looking at the notes, the fruit is lemon, and I think I do detect that a tiny bit. It's quite nice, and the throw is medium, like a 3 out of 5. Would do well in a small to medium-sized room. Next is Strawberry Rose. And the notes are a sweet blend of mouth-watering strawberries and soft rose petals with a touch of sheer musk. This is a nice combination of strawberries, vanilla, and a floral. It's mostly strawberry, like 80%. I'm not sure if I detect rose per se, and it's not a perfumey scent despite the musk note. It has a tiny bit of a musty, not musky, musty quality that tempers some of the sweetness, so it's not as sweet as I expected based on the scent name and notes. It's actually quite nice, and the throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Next is Sunsoaked Petals. Notes are newly opened daffodil petals, sunny currant, and water mint flourish in the sun. This is a fantastic and unusual scent that smells like pear, currant, green tea, and maybe a hint of lychee and a smidgen of palm. Palm is a slightly nutty woodsy coconut scent, possibly a barely detectable smidgen of pineapple, but I'm not sure about that one. I know there's a lot of notes that I'm smelling, but like the pear definitely for sure. Currant, green tea, a little bit of green tea, that hint of lychee, just a barely detectable smidgen of palm. It's sweet and fruity, and with a teensy bit of soapiness, which is from the currant, but it also has a tiny bit of tartness, not a sour or citrus tartness, more like the lychee type tartness. It could have a barely detectable smidge of lemon rind way in the background, but I don't actually smell lemon per se, so that could be the tea. Sometimes tea scents do smell like lemon. It's very sweet, and there's definitely a sweet floral somewhere in there as well, maybe like a gardenia or tiara flower that makes it a tiny bit perfumey. Looking at the notes, I was off for the most part, although Scentsy does not provide a list of all the notes, just the main notes, so some of the notes that I mentioned might indeed be in there, but they're just not listed. Daffodils do have a scent, but not like the super sweet floral scent that's usually portrayed in candles and wax melts. Currant is a slightly woodsy fruit that's more woodsy than fruity and has a soapy note, but again, oh, that is in there. Okay, the currant is in there. I don't detect any mint whatsoever. Despite that there's no pear notes, I really do smell pear first. In fact, I'm going to sniff it again, and yeah, I do. I do smell pear first. It's an incredible scent. Throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. I don't even care that it's not a bold thrower. This scent is amazing. Next is Tangerine Creamsicle. Notes are icy tangerine blended with mango and vanilla cream swirl to make the sweetest tropical treat. This smells exactly like an orange creamsicle. It's mostly orange, of course, but the really citrusy aspect of the orange is tempered by the sweet, creamy vanilla note. There may also be a barely detectable smidgen of coconut way in the background. Incredible scent. Looking at the notes, I don't detect mango or any tropical fruits, but maybe that's a tropical note that I think is coconut. But like I said, just a smidgen of that. And the throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. So another great scent. And last we have Vanilla Waves. Notes are sea salt and whipped vanilla crash into sticky caramel for an elegant fusion of opposites. Whoever thought combining vanilla with an oceany note would be a good idea was right. This is an almost even combination of oceany water and a sweet vanilla cookie, like eating cookies while sitting in front of the ocean. Sometimes I smell more of the vanilla, sometimes I smell more of the fresh oceany note. It's an interesting scent. I can't stop smelling it, and I really like it. And the throw is medium, like a 3 out of 5. Would do well in a small to medium-sized room. So there you have it. These are 18 Scentsy scents that are currently available as of May 2021. I got these again from Wendy Harmon, a Scentsy consultant, and her website is scentbirdie.scentsy.us. That's scentbirdie.scentsy.us. If you want to read a text version of this review, just go to waxmeltreviews.com and feel free to join our Facebook group where we discuss all different brands and scents of retail wax melts, including Scentsy, which is not technically retail. You can't buy it at the store, but it's also not vendor, so it's allowed in our group. And you can find the link to our Facebook group underneath this video and on our website at waxmeltreviews.com. Have a great day.